Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where the former president who tried to ban TikTok is now on TikTok, this is Ballot.
Today, Stormy Daniels extends her one-night stand, and RFK can't even get anti-vaxxers to vote for him. Let's hit this. John Oliver caught up on the Trump verdict, saying, "A New York businessman got into some legal trouble, which was undeniably fun to watch unfold live." He then showed a clip of all the guilties, commenting, "I'd honestly be surprised if someone hadn't already uploaded it to Pornhub by now." Anyway, that will be so fun to remember 5 months from now when we're all watching that exact anchor count the 270 electoral votes that Trump's won, because nothing matters if we live in a broken world. Stephen Colbert tells Entertainment Weekly, "The polls all say that America's looking at these two candidates and going, oh well, I wish I had other options." I'm not saying I wish I had other options, but fresh meat is always fun. But we're going to do our best to braise these two tough old chickens until they're tender enough to carve. It looks like Bill Maher is doubling down on being the contrarian comedian that liberals just love to hate these days. In a recent CNN interview, old Bill insisted he hasn't changed a bit. It's the left that's gone off the deep end. Bill is going for the electoral jugular by boldly predicting Biden will lose to Trump in 2024. He's going to bleeping lose. Now, to be fair, Bill did caveat that he'd gleefully vote for Biden's head in a jar of blue liquid over Trump. Well now, it seems Stormy Daniels is having quite the post-Trump trial renaissance. Her new one-night stand comedy show in New Orleans has officially sold out following the former president's conviction on those hush money charges. Still, maybe Daniels will show a shred of mercy and avoid any ribald jibes about, well, you know. Some places are better left unexplored, even for her. Well, look who's anti-vax and pro-Trump. Like peas in a conspiracy theory pod. A new poll tells us the unjabbed are rallying behind the former president in a major way for 2024. 63% of those who told Pfizer and Moderna to stick their microchipped serum where the sun don't shine say they're firmly Team Trump. That's a straight-up landslide among a demographic that could generously be described as immunocompromised in the critical thinking department. I can just picture the MAGA maniacs chugging horse dewormer chasers and pumping each other up. Donald's our guy. He knows the real truth about getting Fauci'd. As if Trump's half-baked pandemic response was the epitome of brave dissent against Big Pharma. Speaking of, how wild is it that RFK Jr., the OG anti-vax champion, is getting showed up in his own game? Nabbing a measly 12% with the needlephobes must sting more than a microdose jab. The conspiracy crown is slipping, Bobby. Look who decided to join TikTok. The former banned TikTok president himself, Donald Trump. Talk about an epic flip-flop deserving of its own viral dance challenge. Can you imagine Trump feverishly studying the latest TikTok trends back in 2020? All right, people, today's executive order. We're banning this say-so thing before it gets out of hand. Too viral, too powerful. But now that the tangerine tornado is no longer holding the nuclear codes, he's free to chase those engagement numbers any way he can. Racking up 3.6 million followers in just days? Those are influencer numbers, folks. Just picture Don doing the corn kid dance, followed by a hearty, "It's corn! Rigged and corrupt corn, but corn!" Of course, leave it to Trump to find a way to make his TikTok pivot about sticking it to Biden. He's framing it like joining the app is a heroic act to preserve it from Biden's divestment demands. Because obviously teenagers nationwide were just desperately hoping the former president would save their favorite infinitely scrolling distraction hub. Trump's probably thinking, if Biden bans TikTok, how will I ever reach those youths and their squints, short videos of dance moves? His team is no doubt stuffing him with intel like, "Yo, Don, all the kids are making #Trump is over party videos. We got a counter program." Portions of today's program were generated with the help of AI. We wish it could have made up a few more stories. Today was kind of short, no?